easily identify that where is your company having the quality issues against
But that is quality issue. I'm trying to say, if you have a person who learned a skill set, who gave services probably 10 years ago, along the way the person is not upgrading. So reaching maturity and reaching the technology phase out, then your skill set will come down because that person is not upgrading.
Right.
So that service quality chart is to measure the efficiency at a gap. But for a person who did not improve the skill set per se, is there a chart?
Yes, there is a two different chart is there. I can help you, I can find out the framework for you. That is where the person or employee is not upgrading the skill, but technology is totally changing.
Yeah.
Due to the technology, company also changing their infrastructure, but this guy is not upgrading themselves. Due to that, company is getting the efficiency. There is a framework. I can't remember that framework. I can check and get back to you.
I asked Google it.
There is a framework, but you can check with the service quality part, because ultimately the person, when you are checking the efficiency of the skill of the person, definitely the quality is the issue. That means I'm talking about his work style, work efficiency. Definitely the quality of work is coming into the picture, where the gap 2 and gap 3 is efficiency of the work culture talks. So you can use that model also to identify that aspect. But yes, there is another separate service oriented different framework is there, where you can judge the employee skill, the efficiency, and you can come out with the better improvement. I can let you know if your service organization can. Okay, is it clear till now? Value chain model 2.5. What is the value chain model? Any idea? Any idea of the value chain model? Who has done marketing management? Here. In marketing management, have you used value chain model? Have you know that value chain model, right? I already kept your theory inside that CD. You can easily see that theory. You have the primary activities and you have the secondary activities, right? The primary common activities need to be performed against on your secondary activities, and all are interrelated. So you need to define this through this value chain model, that companies where they need to improve and where they are right now. Create that particular graph, that particular table, and identify that status of the company. Each as inbound logistic, outbound logistic, HRM structure, technology. Under that each component just dash, and show the status, recent times, what is the company. Come out with the proper interpretation, value chain model analysis. I kept soft copy where you can easily find out the definition of value chain model and how the analysis and implementation will be done through that, clearly explained. Okay? Please, before you start write up, go through that. Or you can go through the student copy also, how they look. But please don't copy which is you feel wrong. If you feel wrong, don't copy it. Because you have the other sample also. Please open the other sample, check out that if the student has done this particular section or not. Because whatever section I highlighted is not mandatory that all the things you need to cover. But if you cover, it will be really good assignment, which is university is looking for. Clear? Understand? Globalization driver and market life cycle. Please try to work out these two. Financial analysis, chapter 3, which is basically talks about your major part, that means the backbone of the company, and it is need to be worked out with the competitor point of view also. Don't leave it. Main company and competitor both should work together in this chapter. Okay? You have to create the three things. One is benchmark, one is KPI, and then you have to work out with ratios as a output of analytics. Clear? Okay with that? Right? So,
What's the difference with the 2.4 and 2.7?
2.4 and
2.7.
super.
Market life cycle.
2.4 means what?
No, sorry. Where is it? Yeah, the marketing mix with product life cycle. Then
Great.
2.7 is market life cycle.
Yeah, market life cycle means?
The
Do you know?
overall.
No. Do you know baby boomer? That means when your industry came, because this is actually industry analysis.
Yeah.
That your particular industry come under the which phase, or your companies come under the which phase. They are having 5 phases of your industry analysis. So which phase your company belongs to? Is it baby boomer segment? Is it introduction segment? So you need to identify in the market where your company is standing through the market life cycle. The information is right. Thank you, Dan. Thank you for highlighting. I can show you. I can miss out also sometimes. Market life cycle, industry life cycle. This is the industry life cycle. When you talk about the industry life cycle, please identify the industry life cycle. What is that? This stage? Introduction means which? What is the name? Infancy. This stage name is called as the infancy. That means you started the business just now. You just now started your new business. Then your stage is called as the infancy stage. Okay? This stage is a similar kind of activities which is a product cycle you saw. Just it is turned towards the company perspective only. If I say growth stage, your company is right now 10 years or 20 years in the market, right? What will happen to you? You require more capital to run your business because your market is growing, people are expecting your product, so you have to give more promotion, more free sample to attract the customer, right? So growth stage, how your company behaving last 5 to 10 years, you need to identify. Clear? So you need to identify your company first, how many years they are in market. If the company is right now in market in only 7 years, so definitely first 1 year is the introduction stage. So which year started? 2005 or 2008. So 2008 is your introduction stage. And where it is started and how it was started, you need to explain. Then growth stage, how much capital? That means growth stage is actually second year. That means 2008 to 2014 or 15 if you feel. Because right now if you feel your company is mature, without advertisement your product can be sellable, right? Then that means your company is already matured more than 20 years or 25 years into the market. So you can easily capture without advertisement, you can sell your product, right? In that case, right now your company stage is in maturity stage. So growth stage belongs to 2008 to 2015. And that particular period of time, what your other industry did and what your company did. Need to talk about that paragraph. So growth stage, after maturity stage you just discussed. Then decline stage, you need to address that how long your company can carry on this kind of product, or is it require the diversification. If the product is not clicking next 10 years, what kind of new product they can bring in your decline stage need to be highlighted. Is an industry oriented analysis. Is it clear a little bit? Okay. Huh? The life cycle is same only earlier you have the product, this one only the product place it is your company or firm or the group of company.
The companies at the maturity state now. They haven't reached the decline state yet.
But you have to give the future
So
vision.
it should be
Future vision.
So
Do you
yes.
think that your company, the product which is they are developing, next 10 years they can survive without latest any new development? Do you think? If they are not, definitely they have to launch within 10 years new product because they are in near to the decline stage, and you need to identify. And that is only you are doing here. Only identification and evaluation. You are not giving any recommendation, any of them. You are only identifying and where company is standing, just highlighting and leaving. So that your recommendation model, these are all negative things need to be covered up. That model need to be linked. And you have to say page number 23, this issue is already highlighted, which is going to cover up with this model. So it is very easy to make the track and it need to be linked. So please identify the major prospect where your company will be having difficulties in near future. Or grow. Company can grow. If it is not difficulties, at least they can grow. They can get the better diversification. Can?
But when you're doing this life cycle, right, product life cycle, right, let's say assume it's a product business, you talking about future, not present or past future. You only can estimate your future stages.
Next 10 years,
yeah, you
not
only can
more than
estimate. Correct.
not more than. That's
And-
right.
And you may not be able to measure your competitor 1 and 2 next 10 years.
Now this is only your.
Yeah, okay, so it's ours.
Yeah, only main company.
So I mean, in the report, we do not need to, in this report, we do not need to write the growth stage, the life cycle stage of our competitor, right?
That's true. Only you. I'm talking about only yours.
Okay.
That's why it is clearly highlighted here that 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. These are all three things should be made focus company and competitor point of view.
Okay, okay.
But 2.4, 5, 6, 7, this is only main company point of view.
Okay.
Because I don't know how competitor behave after 10 years.
Yes.
I have to do more analysis. Yes, you know, but you have to study more. But you are having less time. You can't study too much about the competitor. So this next 3 points, only your main company point of view, just right. Is it clear? Little bit? This is the one way. I am talking about that life cycle, which is the, you said introduction, growth, maturity and decline. That manner also you can do, another manner also you can do. You can judge like this also, another stage also you can do. This is that another way. You are your company innovator stage. Is it your company early adopter stage? Is it your company is early majority stage? This stage wise also you can evaluate. Okay? Maximum time, this one is using this particular part. These particular stages are using for service industry, IT industry, software industry, hardware industry, or chemical industry. These are the means where, or fashion industry, which is a very rapidly product is changing within 2 months or 3 months, mobile industry. Then if your company belongs to this category, please use these stages. If your product is long term, that means 1 year expiry date or 1.5 years expiry date, 3 years expiry date, then use that normal previous one, the growth, maturity, decline, that way. So you just read carefully and understand that which company you are using and what product service they are in the market last 5 to 10 years. Clear? Okay? Right? This is the product life cycle, already we spoke. Okay. Benchmarking KPI and occurrence. I'm talking about benchmarking. How I'm going to benchmark? How I'm going to benchmark? Any idea?